Hi everyone, in this lecture we will talk about carbohydrates. There will be two lectures for carbohydrates. So in this lecture we will learn about the structure of carbohydrates, while in the next one we will discuss the roles and functions of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is a very diverse group, so it is important to name them correctly to avoid any confusion. And this is how we should name monosaccharides correctly according to the IUPAC convention. First of all, we will look at the number of carbons. So if a monosaccharide is having 3 carbon, it is called a triose. For 4 carbon, tetrose, 5 carbon, pentose, or 6 carbon is a hexose. And then we will also look at the type of functional group that a monosaccharide has. So if that sugar is having an aldehyde functional group, we'll add a prefix of aldo. While if a sugar is bearing this ketone functional group, will add the prefix keto. So for example, a 6 carbon monosaccharide that comes with an aldehyde functional group is called an aldohexose, while a 5 carbon sugar that comes with a ketone functional group is called a ketopentose. Okay, showing here are just some examples of monosaccharides. The smallest monosaccharide is the 3 carbon triose, such as the glyceraldehyde, which is an intermediate substrate in carbohydrate metabolism. Then you have the 4 carbon erythrose, which is named after its reddish appearance in the presence of alkali matter. And then you have the 5 carbon ribose, which is the building block for RNA, and the 6 carbon glucose that you should know very well. So one more thing to point out is that as the number of carbon increases, you will see that the number of members within that monosaccharide family increases as well. This is due to the presence of sugar isomers. So we will come back to this part later. Here is a brain teaser. So my question is, can you have a 2 carbon monosaccharide like what is shown in this diagram, where you have a sugar with one aldehyde functional group and also another hydroxyl group? Do you think such structure is possible? Or if it is possible, can it be called as a monosaccharide? And why do you think so? Okay, so far I have been showing you the examples of aldoses, which are sugars that come with the aldehyde functional group. But let's not forget about ketoses, which are monosaccharides that come with the ketone functional groups. So you have a few examples here: dihydroxyacetone, ribulose, xylulose, and fructose. So here you can see that the functional group is in the middle of the sugar, while for aldoses, the aldehyde group is always found at the termini of the molecules. And just to add one more thing, the ketone group, which is C double bond O, is also known as the carbonyl functional group. They both mean the same thing.